Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Dave. And in this Magento Basics tutorial, you're going to learn how to create a new payment policy in M2E Pro.
That's right, so let's jump straight across to Magento and we'll catch up there with you in a few moments' time. So Dave, we've been and come across to the Magento administration area and you'll want to go to Sell on eBay and then click on Configuration, and the tab which we're after is the Policies tab. Now, if you don't have a Policies tab within your Magento system, that would tell us that you don't have the advanced mode enabled and you'll want to nip across or have a look at the other Magento Basics tutorials, and we'll show you how to turn the advanced mode on with M2E Pro. So assuming that you do have a Policies tab, click onto Policies. And Dave, to create a new payment policy in M2E Pro and Magento is really simple to do. Over here on the right hand side where it says Add Policy, click onto Add Policy and you'll see the different policies which we can create. Now this tutorial is for a payment policy. If you would like to learn how to create any of the other policies, then see our other tutorials either on understandinge.com or over on YouTube. So let's go and click on Payment. What we would suggest is naming your policies to do with your PayPal account and the eBay site. So we've got multiple eBay sites enabled in our account. And again, if you'd like to know how to do that, check out YouTube or understandinge.com for one of the other tutorials. So we're going to call this eBay UK payment policy, like so. If I can type, there we go. And we're going to choose our eBay site. So we're going to choose United Kingdom. And the moment you choose the eBay site, you'll be then provided the options of what you can set on here. Now, these options will change based upon the eBay site that you've been selected. For example, the options available for the United Kingdom will be different to those available for the United States. So Dave, did you see these options down here? Go and change.
Yeah, can see those.
All right, so we're going to choose the United Kingdom. You'll want to tick PayPal accepted and enter in your PayPal email address. Now, if you require immediate payments only, okay, or would like immediate payment required, so in other words, you're always selling fixed price items and you want your customer to pay straight away, then you would want to tick this box. Now, if you do tick that box, then it's also worth a little tip there for you, popping up on the top. So immediate payment required, so IPR, to add that to the title again, because you may have lots and lots of different policies within your Magento system, and naming them aptly saves you having to go to the policies tab, find the payment policies, and then click in and then go and choose them. So I'm going to call ours IPR, and then we're going to press save at the top. Now this will take us back to the list of policies, and Dave, that's really straightforward, isn't it? We've got a new payment policy.
It was just a case of going in and adding a new policy and just editing the details as you needed.
Indeed. Now, if you're watching this tutorial, we're guessing that you want to add a new payment policy because you want to update either your listing groups within M2E Pro, or you've got eBay listings which you want to update individually, and we're going to show you how to do that as well in this tutorial. And Dave, just like before, this is really simple to do. So you'll want to go to Sell on eBay, into Listings. Now, I need to sort this, our columns. We've got a lot of listing groups set up within our system because
Our test system.
it's our test system, but we also show you in other tutorials. In fact, we got a whole course on this, on how to sell internationally on the different eBay sites with Magento and M2E Pro. It's a whole course. It is a free course, and you can find that over at understandinge.com. Now, with that said, we do have a lot of listing groups, and I've used the filters here to find the group to edit, and we do have one live listing in our test listing actions listing group with an M2E Pro. So we're going to click into that one. Now, the reason why I've come this way, Dave, is because we've got two actions which you might want to do in your Magento system, and that could be either to change the defaults for a listing group within M2E Pro, or to change the policy which is applied to a specific listing. And like we said, we're going to cover both of these with you. Very simple to do. In fact, let's do, well, they're both as easy as each other, Dave. So let's go and do the one for all of the listings within this group, which is the Edit Settings button at the top. And we'll want to click on Payment and Shipping. So choose payment and shipping, and there we go, Dave, payment. Drop this box down and oh, there's our new policy, eBay UK payment policy IPR. There we go. We've made that change. Press save. Job done. Our eBay listings, again, depending on what you've got set in your synchronization policy, is that those details will then go on and get updated on eBay. Now, maybe you've wanted to change a payments policy or add a new payment policy to be applied to one or more specific listings. Now, this is where you want to use the view mode option. So before I click on this, I'm just going to highlight this on the screen for you. So where it says view mode eBay, drop this down and choose settings. And we'll now be able to see that this listing here, Dave, is using the default settings from the listing group, payment used from listing settings. Now, if we wanted to edit that, we can override that by ticking the item on the left-hand side. From the Actions menu, drop down and choose Payment and Shipping, and then click on Submit. And this is where we can then override the defaults for this listing group within M2E Pro. So we can either set it as a default for all the listings which are in this listing group, or you can have a separate payment policy for specific listings within this group. So an example would be some listings you want instant payment required on, and some listings which you don't. Now, if it makes sense for you to have them separated, then you could do it like this. Or what we would suggest to hear from Understanding E is to have separate listing groups within your Magento system. Have one listing group just for instant payment required, and then have one listing group which doesn't have instant payment required, if it makes sense. Or you could just override them on a per product basis like so. We're going to leave ours as used from listing settings because that's what makes sense for us. Okay, now a really big tip for you. That view mode might be a little bit confusing the second time you come back in here. So before you leave, change it back to eBay, like so. And then if you want those listings to go through immediately, tick the item on the left-hand side. From the Actions menu, drop this down, choose Revise Items on eBay, and then click Submit on the right-hand side. Again, you'll get a pop-up window. Give eBay a couple of moments to accept the changes, and you'll get the notification back whether it's been successful or not, as the case may be. Does that make sense, Dave?
Yep, that was totally easy to do.
Happy days. So on that note, from myself, Matt.
And from me, Dave.
Cheerios. So from myself, Matt.
And me, Dave.
We hope that you found this video tutorial helpful.
If you have, then let us know by leaving a thumbs up on this video below or subscribing to our YouTube channel.
We believe to use Magento, you don't need a degree in Nerd, and we've created you over 300 step-by-step video tutorials at understandinge.com to help you.
In these tutorials, you'll learn how to use Magento with no prior knowledge,
how to build a fully responsive Magento website for just $99, which is about 65 quid.
How you can use Magento to sell on eBay and Amazon with M2E Pro.
And you'll be joined by over 6,000 fellow business owners just like you.
And the best part is, it's free to join.
So from myself, Matt.
And me, Dave.
We'll see you there. Cheerios!